Hey guys, Shane here with One Shift at a Time, and we're back with episode 2 of the XFL Power Rankings. Hope you guys are enjoying the season. I'm finding it surprisingly entertaining. It is definitely the best alternative to the NFL we have seen, so let's get it rolling. Apparently their ratings are doing very well as well. They're beating the NHL in some markets, so good on them. Number 8, we got the Orlando Guardians. They're going to be last again. They're still no wins. They're 0-3. And when you've played 3 games, but you've only scored 5 touchdowns, and you also have 4 interceptions, man, you're not going to win very many games. They do take on the undefeated Houston Roughnecks on Saturday evening, so honestly, I don't see it getting much better for them. Number 7, we got the Vegas Vipers. They're also 0-3 and had to watch another game in that absolutely embarrassing stadium that they have. Like, is there no high schools in the Vegas area that have a decent actual field made for football, not soccer? They play the Vipers are 3rd in passing yardage and 4th in rushing. So it's not like they're doing horrible, but they're really having issues punching the ball in. They also play an undefeated team as they take on the DC Defenders. That's funny, 2 0-3 teams versus 2 3-0 teams. I think the 3-0s are going to take it. Number 6, we got the San Antonio Brahmas. They're 1-2, dropping 3 spots after winning their 2nd game, but then going and losing their 3rd and kind of losing all the momentum that they may have gained. This is definitely a rushing team. They've only thrown for 399 yards, which is 2nd worst in the league. And they've rushed for 297 though, which is 2nd best in the XFL. They're going to take on the Seattle Sea Dragons on Saturday night. Number 5, we're talking about those Seattle Sea Dragons. They are 2-1, and they are going to move up, finally getting their first W. I still feel that they do have the best quarterback in the league. I think it's been shown through the first 3 games that he really has the ability. I think they can turn this slow start around. They have thrown for 852 yards. As I said, that's 200 yards more than the closest team. So they are definitely a throwing team. But they do hate, as I said, host the Brahmas. So it's so funny to see Seattle playing in a professional NFL stadium and then watching the Vipers play in their junk pile. Number 4, we got the St. Louis Battlehawks. They're 2-1, and they lost their first game last weekend, and it was to the DC Defenders, which does drop them 2 spots, unfortunately. That's going to put them down a little. This is another team that does pass well, but damn, they're worst in the league in rushing with only 232 yards. This needs to change. They are going to take on the Arlington Renegades Sunday afternoon, and while we're talking about them, number 3, we got the Arlington Renegades. They're in 2-1, and they are fresh off a close victory over the Guardians, which was kind of concerning. This is again a rushing team. They're 4th in the league in rushing, but last in passing with only 359 yards. It's barely 100 yards per game. You need to do a little better than that. The game versus Battlehawks this weekend, that could be the closest of the weekend. I'm really looking forward to that one. Number 2, we got the Houston Roughnecks. They're 3-0, and first of the dismantling, the dismantling of the Brahmas. They're 2nd in passing, 3rd in rushing, and they're leading the league in scoring with 10 touchdowns. So this team's going to be very tough to stop. They should roll over the Guardians this weekend. That's going to lead us to number 1, which is the DC Defenders. They're also 3-0. Honestly, this was a bit of a coin toss. The Houston Roughnecks lead in some categories. The Defenders lead in some categories, but I did give a bit of the edge to the Defenders because they did go up against the undefeated Battlehawks and come out with that win, whereas the Roughnecks haven't really faced a tough challenge yet, and neither of them are facing a tough challenge this week. They do have the 1st in the league in rushing, and they also have one of the best defenses in the league, so I really think the DC Defenders and the Roughnecks are both going to go 4-0 as the Defenders do take on the Vipers. Let me know in the comments below how you're liking the season so far, what teams you think are the best, the worst, what are your top stories of the season so far. Like this thing if you do, share it around if you can, and if you're not already, I'd love it if you subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.